Hello, and welcome to Civilization Beyond Earth, Chapter 8, where last time we got ourselves into a bit of a fight with Integer and the Kavithan Protectorate, both declaring war on us, and at the moment we're having a bit of a trouble putting either one of them down. Integer because they are basically tied with us as far as technological growth goes, and the Kavithan Protectorate because we didn't actually leave enough stuff to smack them down if they decided to be a problem. One of these problems will be dealt with very, very quickly, where we have a submarine that's 5 or 6 turns away from being able to add enough firepower to our current forces to take out Kavath Thakur's last city, and that will be the end of the Kavithan Protectorate. Oh well. Integer is going to be a somewhat more substantial problem. You saw last time we tried to attack one of their cities and were fairly easily repulsed. I could have stuck in there and probably lost some units, and I may have been able to take the city, but I would not have been able to press much farther. That would have been bad. So we are going to have to recalibrate that, and I do have a plan that we'll get to in a moment. But the first thing we need to do, it's time, in fact it's past time, to grab our last personality trait. This one is in the domestic trait category. And there are a couple, this is actually probably the most interesting batch to choose from, because the other ones, like, for political, frankly, I think this covert agent one is easily the cream of the crop. For military, there are 2 or 3. Gain culture from killing a unit, gain science from killing a unit, or reduce the maintenance cost of your army. So I think those are pretty easy to decide. With domestic, all of these options, almost all of these options, are really good. Defensive, not so much, at least not if I'm waging wars of aggression. Vigilant, I have enough spies, I can shuffle them around. In fact, possibly in this video, if not in this one, then in the next one, we're going to start dealing with unlocking buildings that are going to give us more and more spies based on the decisions that we make in some domestic quests. Spacefaring, unless you're Kozlov and want to synergize with his own unique trait, I don't really see the point. But everything else. Yields from internal city trade routes. I'm tempted by this because I'm the trade lord. I have so many internal city trade routes. Energy yield increased by up to 15%. Also not a bad idea when I'm buying armies. Science yield increased by up to 15%, which I feel like I have to go for because I want to beat Lena Ebner in the arms race that we are now fervently engaged in. And before I started recording this video, I thought, okay, this is obviously the one that we're going to do. But I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth between doubling down on my own innate ability to just spam more internal trade routes than anybody else. What's my health level right now? My health level right now is 9. So even if I start growing my cities dramatically, I do have some leeway here. Decisions. Well, we have the ability to switch. We are going to do what I originally intended to do, which is go with this science thing, and we may switch later on and go with my trade route advantage. Okay. Next thing. We talked last time about upgrading the Lancer into a Maestro, which will get me its strength unlocked fast, its strength increased faster. In fact, only 2 more turns if I stay on tactical robotics. However, the perks I can unlock here, ignore zones of control and moving, it's decent, but not really what I'm going for. This plus 50% when attacking cities will turn this unit into an outstanding city killer. And that means that we are going to shift our focus and we're going to pick up things that are going to give us city stuff instead. This will make our cities grow faster and cut the maintenance cost of a dome in half. I like this idea. That's 24. That's going to bump us up to 12. And then we'll just need to pick up another one, which could be alien genetics. We have to stay away from the ones that have yellow in their ring, because that will kick us over. Well, not actually, it won't, but we want this to go as quickly and smoothly as possible. And I think that means we could pick up civil support for the hollow matrix, which would give us +2 culture. Ooh. And if we did this, then Kozlov's deal looks more interesting, because we would keep these up for a while. Okay. This is growth. So we're going to do biospheres first, and then we're going to pick up civil support. And I think that should give us enough to get to level 13, and if not, we can always swing back and grab alien genetics. But that's the plan there. As for the spies, as for my plan for how I'm going to deal with integer. Because look at this, 60 city strength, 66, 74. This is going to be an absolutely brutal slog. My units have a combat strength of 48, and it's not going to improve, because this is where they max out at. 68, okay. The Immortals will actually be able to put in some work, but they're the only ones who are actually going to be able to put in any work whatsoever against the cities. So, need a new plan here. I am basically, it is a shooting war, but other than that, it is essentially a Cold War situation against Germany, where we are basically evenly matched on the technology front. It would be an aggressive, terrible, slow, grinding war of attrition if I tried to take her stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shuffling my spies. In fact, these two are both traveling, so they're both going to abort. And I'm going to shuffle my spies into her cities. Weltgeist. And Weichheit. And let's get one more just for kicks and giggles. Eintracht. Yes. Good. All right. 5 turns. 5 turns to get the spies in there, and then we're going to move this guy 3 turns later into Entschluss. Unless we get eyes down here and look at one of these instead. We'll see about that. The Centurion, incidentally, is strength 66, so he actually also would be kind of decent at attacking cities. Okay. Okay, that's the game plan. That's the game plan, is to stick as many covert agents as I can in her face and make her day absolutely miserable dealing with all the spies. And if she doesn't deal with them, we can make some fairly nasty things happen. And hopefully we'll get to demonstrate that. Alright. So, Centurion, keep moving. This guy, let's get somewhere that's not in miasma. The Countess is going to escort this explorer back home. Good. You aren't doing anything interesting. That's fine. Okay. Finish exploring this area. Right. We're just keep pushing our submarines down here. Alright. Yes, flanking them is good. We don't really want to get caught out. Well, let's just go right here and see what she does. Oh, we have a worker. That's right, I did steal a worker. Okay, put the worker up there. Leave him there. Leave him there. We need to shell this. I do want to shuffle a couple more guys over in a this way direction. Okay, let's have him back up. You wait there. Get me a Xenomass well. Okay, let's look at our production queues. You just have Transcendental Equation. You're going to be churning out Lancers for the foreseeable future. Okay, that's fine. Laboratory, older, Threlix, Xenomass. Okay, you're gonna get all this stuff. Your queue is all set. Mandura doesn't have a queue up, which is weird. Right, we need to get like some basic stuff. Cytonursery, Recycler, Laboratory, Old Earth Relic, yeah, okay. Asraya, Recycler, You actually have a lot of stuff here already, which is good. Farm lab. Lab. Okay. Alright, we'll start with... get a feed site hub, why not? Okay. Alright, so that's good. I didn't actually check and see what's in your queue. Not a whole lot. Well, actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have you start moving. So that's alright. And then, was there another city after this that we hadn't? We're back in Freeland, which is going to be spamming Lancers. Great. Okay. Cool. Cool, I think we're all set. I think we're in a good place. Okay, she's made peace with Lena Ebner, which is funny enough because they've joined the Make War on Utama Club. Okay, well, all right, he has to die. Oh, good, there's more. Keep going. Okay, we need to start healing those guys up. Shoot. Where's my other submarine? Okay, he's coming. Because we're just doing pitiful scratch damage right now. You auto-heal every turn, though. Ah, what the hell? Let's make your life a little bit more miserable. Okay. This guy over here. Oh, you do have some stuff. Alright, we'll deal with that. Instead of a ranged attack. If they want to come out here, we'll make them pay. Choose production. Yes, okay. We need you to move up here just to snag more territory and march towards all of these resources. That's nice. We have a quest decision. And this is for the biofactory. We can either reconstitute the planet's coral into an endless, nearly endless array of goods, or... Oh, okay. Okay, we can either produce food or medicine. And for once, medicine isn't health. It's... the options are food or culture. I'm thinking I'm going with culture on that. Just because I know my cultural growth isn't the greatest thing in the world. Alright, unit needs orders. Yep, you're still just on guard duty. And there doesn't appear to be that much over here, so alright, that's good. Keep the submarines moving. Alright. Just have you wait. And fill in the last corners of the map there. We got a farm there, so you can start going faster. Ooh, is this a hill? No, this is a marsh. Marsh. Okay, well, get us another geothermal well. I don't think that actually improves production. No. Pity. Alright. Alright, next turn. He's underestimated leadership. More wars. Okay, they can actually hurt me. I'm not too keen on that. Yeah, you can keep doing that, but it's going to cost you planes. Oh, that is an unfortunate move on your part.
I bring forth myself. I shall be the ever-born and the never-dead.
Okay, Ectogenesis pod is done. That's one food for every 4 population in, what is this, Jimboomba? So that's cool. They don't like it. I don't care. We get something for the auto plant, which is energy or production. I'm going to go with production just because I have trade units. I can make energy soar when I need it to. Okay. Okay. Have this guy shoot that guy. Have this guy... Ooh. Well, yeah, you can't ignore zones of control, so that's not that much of a problem. Have him heal up. Over here. Send this guy over here. Alright. This is looking interesting. Get up on the hill so we can get more vision. Shoot this city again. If I pillage that, can I take your city and kill you? Probably. Oh, yes, I can. Alright.
The body may fade, but our spirit never.
Yeah. You lost. You picked a fight you were never going to win. I can't even have their technology. I don't want that technology, actually, because that would put me over the limit on supremacy. So, I'm just going to take all the money I can and all the capital I can. Thanks. I better make sure there's not a wonder, and I assume there's not a wonder in it, and there's nothing there. Alright. Raise it. I don't need it. Bye. I'm suddenly thinking about keeping it, though, even though I don't need it, because we could just use it to snag some more resources over here. Oh, what the heck. Stop city raising, choose production. We'll keep it. Clinic, Old Earth Relic, Recycler, Tidal Turbine, Trade Depot, obviously. Alright, cool. Good story. Benthic Auger, is that something that we want? That'd be 16 turns. Extra production from coast terrain work by the city. Yeah, why don't we pick that up? Okay, we're just gonna sneak this ahead of the trade convoys that we were doing. Okay. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, cool. Next, this. Get over here and start healing. Get over here and start healing. Start healing. Okay. Keep exploring. Don't mind us, Duncan. We're just two innocent little submarines heading to make a German's life miserable. Alright. Geothermal well. Yes, please. Get a thing. Continuing. Explore over here. Just looked at the scoreboard and noticed that I am suddenly within spitting distance. This is as close as I've ever been. Oh, this is good. This is good. Get more of these guys. Yeah, sure. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right, cool. Next turn. And more people. Pieces breaking out all over the place. Oh, no, there's the floor. Okay, who is Lena not at war with? That's what I'd like to know. Santa is starving. Yeah, that's a thing that's going to happen. We recruited defectors. Ooh, there's a resource pod down here that no one has claimed. So that's cool. Is there an alien nest here? Yes, but it's being actively invaded. There's a flower over here. Where's my guy? Okay. Let's have him come back and grab the flower. Alright, nothing is happening. You have 3 expedition modules. Where am I sending you? Well, there's an alien skeleton down here, so you might as well. Okay. Defectors recruited. Get in. Yep, we're just going to have the entire army down here. Let's go. Alright. You cannot stay in Miasma. Let's keep shuffling you around. Bring you over here. Level up. Cool. Wait. Oh, right. Yes, that's right. We ended it. I was going to shoot my own city. Alright. Get up here. Thank you. Okay, we have a spy who needs to be reassigned to that last German city. So that'll be fun. We need to swap these guys out. Hello? Can we go? Thank you. Okay. Okay. We need you to die. So we're going to take some damage making that happen. 4 modules here. There's a thing up here. Hopefully it's safe. Who knows? Alright. Have this guy head up to here. I'm planning on putting a city probably right here. So there's going to be a little bit of a crossroads with the road that I've got coming this way and the road that I'm going to have up north into the Protectorate's former territory. Okay, more bombardment. That's alright, we're just farming XP. He's gonna run away. Okay. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, that's dead. That will be a fight. I like Solar Collectors. Okay. Yeah, you're just watching him. Okay. Go ahead and get me more money. I like having more money. It's a good thing. Alright. You aren't doing anything too important. I have somebody coming back down here, though, so why don't you head in this way direction? Keep moving. I have to decide. Yeah, get over the river. We'll annoy him. Okay. Heal up. You're fine. Heal up. Do we chase this guy? Oh, I think we can, actually. Yeah. Alright, you can do a little bit more damage, but you don't have that much over here. Oh, that's tempting. Alright. What if I put you up on this hill? I might be inadvertently conquering a city right now. Not entirely sure how that happened, but okay. Have you patrol over here. Just, oh, look, there's another nest. Alright. Grab that. Come here. Grab that. Okay. What do I want to pick up next? I want to pick up the Xenomass, well, obviously. Alright. Where is that worker going? He's taking a strange path. Lena Ebner just barely staying ahead of me. She doesn't know who to shoot at. I have a monstrously huge army headed her way. Which is nice. Oh, hi. Okay. Lots of agents just arrived, so now I have more vision. And I can see what's about to happen. Which is really quite nice. Alright. Can I get vision over here? Not yet. Alright. Entering the ice pack. Keep going this way. Alright. Let's send someone else down here just to cause that problem. Alright. The guys who are here should probably heal up before they get too deep into me. Can I shoot the city? Yes, I can. I can't really do any damage. So that is a decision that'll have to be made. Alright, we got spies. We're going to establish some networks. We're going to attack this dude. Okay. We have a trade route. Which is lovely. Oh, yes, the trade routes to the trade stations need to auto-renew. Hello, yes, please. Okay. Alright, grab that. Head up this way, see if there's another alien nest. Oh, of course there is. Okay, we have a second. No, this is the same rocket battery. If I put him up here, that's going to provoke a response. So I'm going to put him up there. I can shoot twice. Which is nice. Alright. Go ahead and heal up. I think I'll just wait a turn to attack the city. I might actually be able to take it. That would be sweet. Covert Ops in Freeland and Jimboomba, of course. We'll deal with that as necessary. And it's not necessary yet. Keep him moving. Keep him moving. Where Where are you going? Where is that worker going? Hello? What? No! No! Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. This is fine. Okay, and I set up his artillery unit, so this whole plan is not going to work. Right. I just lost an agreement. I'm literally going to have to go back to a previous video and find out what that was.
你来干什么?
Yeah, it's not going to say. Okay. It was skunk. The agreement was called Skunkworks, but I don't remember what it actually does. Hello from the editing booth. Right. It was a 15% reduction in the science cost of technologies that unlock new units. Get our military units back down here now. I was not expecting this. Fortunately, I have military units here. So. Okay. Find the city that is here. Haven't found it yet. This is good. This is just exciting times. Okay. That flower. Hello. Oh, were you trying to kill my trade convoy? Because that ain't gonna work. Okay. I have an outside chance of taking Entschluss. So, I'm actually going to reassign that guy to Tiangong. Which I think is where it came... Well, no, it's not where it came from. But, I don't actually need that city. Alright, set up ranged. Attack. 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 Let's see if we can put the hurt on this city. Not quite, but I think we can get it on the next turn. We're probably going to lose that unit, but that's alright. Okay. Okay, get this guy on this side of the river. This is something, I'm telling you. This is really... bit of a party here. Not a whole lot to talk about. We can fill in a few more places on the map here. Alright, get this guy out of the way. Next turn. Intruder alert. That is... You're not going to tell me. Okay. Alright. Yeah, do your best, but I'm taking the city now. Fielding has completed decode signal. Oh, good. Alright, get through the ice. Oh, okay, this is rapidly getting bad. This thing needs to die. Excuse me, I'm not done over here. This guy needs to be here. Really can't lose that city. Okay, here's Entwicklung. Yeah, alright. Alright, pull back. We're just gonna have a combined infantry tank assault here. Alright, sit tight. I may need you over here. It's kind of difficult to anticipate what my logistical needs are going to be 12 turns from now when that thing actually arrives. He probably made that trip for nothing, but... Okay. Let's take this city. that. Okay. We're just going to pupe at that for now. Okay. Okay. Get over here. Wait. Get out of the miasma. Okay. That has definitely got her attention. Alright, let's start grabbing what we can there. Be a trade depot. Next turn. Why is she sending an artillery unit? That nothing. You can't. Whatever. Okay, fine. Attack the city. Yes, you can't have it. Okay. You might be able to take. What do you?
Wir verfolgen
want?
viele Ziele. Vielleicht kannst du sie noch weiter voranbringen.
You want peace. You want peace, and I'm. No, I need to slap you down harder. Okay. Alright. Submarines are here. Do more work there. We got another trade convoy that we don't want to do that with. Let's get another internal route up and running here. Rangi? Sure, why not? I'm less inclined to help out Fielding because I think I don't know how close she is now. Contact. Construct the beacon. Yeah. Okay. This is actually a severe problem. We are going to have to deal with Fielding. Okay, whoa. Let's see if the bombardment of the city will kill it. Great, it will. All right, that means I can kill this. Say hello. Yeah, you're dead now. Okay. Okay. All right. Move this doom train in. Keep getting these guys over here because we would just like to remove this from the board. Yeah. There we go. That's out. We weren't going to let you have that. You knew that, I'm sure. Hesitant to cross the river. Ooh. Well, I won't say no to a free worker. But I will do that. Alright, heal up. Get this guy somewhere where the miasma ain't going to kill him and start killing him. Get the cavalry maneuvering into position. I'm not entirely sure where we're going from here. I don't know if we can actually take just those two, but we can definitely get her attention. Okay. Okay, this is all looking all right. We are in a lot of trouble. Really should not underestimate the degree to which things are going to go poorly.
The great value of this planet is that it brings into sharp relief the essential nature of our humanity.
Brutal and warlike? Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you on that.
We have forgotten that when nature goes about her work, she sings to herself. Have you heard the song of this world?
Okay. We have numerous problems. We have an upgrade for the auto sled, a unit that I have not built any of, to get +1 movement. I'll take that, frankly. Go ahead and get us a farm. Let's not be stupid here. Okay. One of those. We'll need another science thing, and I said the next thing that we were going to do is... I was going to do civil support, but the Lev tank is here. Requires 3 floatstone. I only currently have 2. Hold on. I never finished... Excuse me. Get over there. Finish the floatstone building. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go get the left tank. That will give us... Oh, wait, that's mechatronics. Okay, never mind. We're not going to do that. We're going to go back to our original plan and just grab civil support. Yeah. Alien genetics is faster and gives us science from xenomass well. So let's actually pick that up first. Forget what I just said. Okay. Okay, a little bit disjointed episode today. We're going to have to decide how much further we want to prosecute this war with Germany. We are now ahead. We should consolidate our gains such that we stay that way. We need to swing east and raffle stomp China. And then we're going to have to deal with Fielding, because she is in the process of constructing the beacon. And when she finishes constructing the beacon, all she has to do is sit back and win. Central is not on the coast, so I am not going to be able to simply use my navy to end her. I am going to have to get over here with my army. Oh, brother, this is going to be complicated. All right, well, let's increase our science rate at least. But yeah, that is what is waiting for us. We may just need to tell Germany, hey, thanks, it's been fun, and go fry other fish. China actually isn't really even the problem at this point. They're tied up in their own little war. Are they actually at war with each other? Hold up. China is at war with Germany. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I've got to funnel my entire army either oversea. Ignoring what the score says right now, Fielding is my single biggest threat, because I have never done a contact victory. I don't know how long it takes to construct the beacon. I don't know how many turns it takes to win after she's finished the beacon. I may need to bring this war to an abrupt conclusion and hope that Ebner is willing to keep the peace. Choose construction. Give me a miasmic repulsor. Give me a miasmic repulsor to start clearing that mess up, and then get me a couple of trade convoys, because I know that we have trade route slots that we can start filling. Okay, that's going to be the plan. Let's see how... First of all, let's see if I change that plan overnight, and if not, let's see how well that plan gets carried out. This has been Civilization Beyond Earth, and until next time, goodbye.